Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a minute, well, I guess a couple days. I do pre-record my videos just to let you guys know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming back. This is Valentina. This is, as usual, Tearing Sexy with Valentina. Mwah. La vida es un carrusel, 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 la vida es un carrusel, carrusel. I think you guys are gonna notice too that like it's like my outfit. It is I'm trying to represent the England flag, or I guess also like US flag, like red, white, and blue. So like the blue is like my eyeshadow, if you guys can see it. And then my earrings, it's kind of like turquoisey, because you know, from the islands. Red because of my lipstick, and then reddish, it's more like pink though. Red on my lipstick and white on my outfit, because girl. But thank you guys so much for coming here. And as you guys already know, the video is about England. Just because we like Princess Diana biatches, you know what I mean? We like the Princess Diana vibes, so that's why I think we still care about England. But what's this called? Yeah, I was just like thinking of ideas and like what to talk about and like kind of like what to question, in the sense of like what we need to know about the cards, and like maybe something like interesting and like vibe wise. And I was like, girl, you know what I should what I've been always like wondering is like, how is Prince William's succession gonna be like? You know what I mean? Like, because like he was in a sense really raised heavily on Princess Diana, not as much so as like the royal family, I feel like. But I feel like both of them just maybe have an equal, I don't know how it is. Anyways, what I'm saying is just like, there was such a huge influence in Prince William from his mom, Princess Diana, that like you start to wonder like, how is his reign gonna be like? You know what I mean? And I kind of thought about this video because I just saw the King's speech in Canada. Just like, go Canada! And anyone watching from Canada, thank you guys for watching from Canada. And I support you guys. You guys are freaking amazing and like freaking warriors. You guys are the snowbirds and forever being there as your own thing. And it's like, you guys are beautiful and you guys are amazing. And maybe we'll do another tarot reading about Canada, right? Oh my goodness. Thoughts. Okay, I need to put that in an idea. So now I thought about like have a pen and paper. This is my nice pen, my unicorn pen with so many different colors, and my Cebu recycled paper, because girl, recycle. I usually buy like my groceries, like I always have a bag. I try to really never try to use plastic. So that's like my little thing that I do. But yeah, I want to introduce you guys to Tigger. Okay, I'm not like Loon, but Tigger was a cat that passed that I really love. He was my baby boy. Grew pretty big, but he got sick and I couldn't, and he passed, and he just walked off into the jungle, I think, and I never saw him again. That really saddened me. So I don't know if I've ever resolved the passing of my cat, Tigger. He was a little baby. I found him in a little restaurant, and he was like with a litter, and all I could do was like, I had a boyfriend then, and like we decided to adopt Tigger. So he was part of the cat distribution system, and he took us, and yeah, spent a lot of money on him. But he was my baby boy, and he passed. I think, because he was really sick. And yeah, this is Tigger. He doesn't look like this, by the way. He's a tabby cat. He's like like, orange and white, stuff like that. But he was such a my baby boy. I love him so much. Anyway, this is Tigger, you guys. It's a little vibe. I don't know where to put this. Tigger will be right next to me looking at me. Or maybe at you guys. How about that? Okay, there you go. These are fake candles, but wait a minute. Let me write my notes here. So it's about Canada, girl. Canada. What do the cards say? This is my notes. All right, these are tarot stories that we're gonna look into. I have a couple, you guys, and those who are in Patreon that's watching this early, thank you for being a supporter. Thank you so much for spending a little extra to support the channel, because I'm trying to do as much of these videos based on the revenue and income from this. So any sponsors, as you guys know, there's sponsor breaks throughout the videos that I put out, and whoever wants to sponsor, like, give me an email. It's in the description below. Thank you. And yes, but so I don't know. I was super into like England and Prince William, and oh my goodness, do you guys remember like the freaking crazy frenzy we had for Prince William when he was like younger? Millennial vibes. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. I was super into Prince William, but then I don't know. I kind of like the ginger. I don't know. I had a huge crush. I think more on Prince Harry, just because he's like so buff, like, or just like a man. So that's one of the things I like about him. Just like he has that look and vibe about him that's just like sexy and dangerous, and I think I like that. Ugh, toxic bitches. We can't help it. We like toxic bitches. But but then I really loved Princess Diana. Like, I loved what she represented, and I think that's the reason why so many Americans like love her as much as well, because she was there for the poor. She was there for people that didn't have a voice. She was there for people that, like, oh my god, I'm getting teary-eyed. I'm just letting you guys know I just lost a friend. He was an amazing human being. His name is someone that I don't think I should say the name, but he's in heaven. If he believed in it, I don't know, but I believe in heaven, and I believe he's there. And he passed, so he was such a good person. He was such a kind person. He accepted me as a person, as a human being. He was all about medicine. He was one of the founders of Saipan Select here in Saipan, and introducing cannabis as something that should be used in medicine, because he is a doctor, and he believed in that. And I hope the journey for cannabis as medicine will continue and grow, and hopefully like just be legal everywhere. The whole world should just be a representation of cannabis and the world, right? I'm gonna put like a little image right here. World cannabis. That sounds like a good vibe. It's all about peace, right? It's one of the things I like about cannabis is that you don't fight when you're doing, when you're smoking cannabis or ingesting like, gummies or something. You just feel good vibes. You know what I mean? It's the thing about cannabis, and that's what I prefer, like, compared to like being in like alcohol and possibly crashing your car, or arguments. Like, it's just dumb. So that's one of the reasons why I really love cannabis. But anyways, this is to you. You're an amazing human being and such a kind soul. So like, yeah. But anyways, back to the story. Sorry, sometimes I go off to my little worlds. But so yeah, we're gonna talk about Prince William and King Charles, and like where his succession is gonna be, and like where is it gonna go, and like how is it gonna enter British monarchy in the new century, with his kids are also in line in the throne. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm doing this mainly because I really love Princess Diana, and I just saw the King Charles in Canada, and I was just like, that would be an interesting video to look into his reign, I guess you can call it, of Prince Harry. I mean, Prince Harry, Prince William. So let me just light up some candles. As usual, you guys, we're gonna do the candles. Um, get some light in the room. We also have some fake candles, just because, battery operated. And yes, we're gonna do the 7 card deck, as you guys all know, from the beginning, from the past to the outcome. Watch the video so you can know all like the journey that we're gonna go through, because this literally who has been watching these videos. Just need my coffee break, girl. Like, it's a journey, and this is about, like, it goes deep. We go into the soul. We get to like get into the psyche of things. I'm like, these cards, they're given, like, these bitches, like, they're too true. You know what I mean? They're like, this is kind of creepy, like all the vibes and all of that. Sorry, the mic is like, boy, chillax. Okay, there you go. But yeah, so like, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, make a comment. I don't even care if it's mean, because I'm so used to it. Hello, I'm a trans woman. I'm like getting used to all that hate. So like, sorry girl, it doesn't hurt me. But thank you for watching, and continue. So like, we got to cleanse. We need to never forget. We need to cleanse ourselves from bad energy, from dirt, and I say that when like my bottom of my nose is like itchy. But yeah, do you guys like my makeup? Let me know if you guys want to see some makeup tutorials. I love makeup. I used to work for DFS, which is like a luxury shopping mall, and I sold Dior, Chanel, all that crazy ass expensive shit. Hint, my favorite mascara is from Helena Rubinstein. If you guys ever try it, love her stuff. Sponsor. Anyway, so yeah, let's just start, let's just start shuffling, because Prince William, boy, gosh, this is so us, like freaking millennials. I remember though, like the freaking Teen Pop magazines, girl, man. I'm like, 1989 is a deal. It's like a vibe, 1989. Like, our generation was freaking binders with like stuff on it. Do you remember the whole session of like binders with like you're like the cutest boy that you like, which was like, I think my friend was, when we were in high school, I think hers was like Paul Walker, and then before that was like all about cars, and like, or maybe that's just the islands, I don't know. But that was the 90s to the 2000s with Britney Spears. Oh my God, do you remember those like little chip thingies? I don't know if they sold it in like, I don't think they sold that in McDonald's, but like, not even sold like, in the Happy Meals, but they had like these little things that's like, you listen to things and like and it's like a music, like All Souls or something, and then like you're listening to the music. It's just funny. That generation, girl, that was a trip. Like, no one will ever experience that ever again, with no like technology and phones and like AI. Except I was thinking about doing like a reaction to Simone. Have you guys watched that movie? It's with Al Pacino and Winona Ryder, and it's about AI being an actress, and it takes over the film industry. Scary bitches, scary. All right, so let's see our first card. I did invent a new thing, and it's like these. So now, like, our troubles will be finished. The cards will stay put, and I always put numbers. So like, I mean, you guys will see it anyways here somewhere. But girl, so Prince William, his succession, the power of the monarchy, and like, where is it gonna go from Princess Diana's legacy? That's a vibe, you guys. It's a vibe. So this is Terroring Sexy with Valentina, featuring the English royals, Prince William, hottie, Miss Princess Diana, our angel. All right, our first one is bitch. There it is. There it is. I don't even know what it is. It's our first card. All right, so what I do is I put it like right there. And then our first card. Bam, bitch. Second card. Girl. What is it? 2. All right, I'm excited for this. Okay. 2, 3, 3. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so weird about doing this, like this part of the video. I'm just like so awkward. 3. This is the English Royals freaking tarot cards, you guys. So this is the first anyone will see. All right, I think I should hold this just to make sure it's authentic. Boom, right here. 4th card. Okay. It's just, I have to like do it like this. Okay. 4. 5. I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know whether, like, hopefully they'll keep their crown. Because there's some people that's super anti-monarchy. And, you know, they have their reasons, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I find, like, the monarchy having a good use, especially in political situations when England is in a situation. Just because, like, and it also not in a sense, not just like that in that way politically, but also like in a sense of like, you know, besides that as diplomatic means with other countries for England, like the UK. Another thing about it too is like I feel like the monarchy also checks up on the government, like, you know, especially with like with the prime minister and shit like that. Like the monarchy watches over the government, making sure they're running their government properly in a way. And then in another sense, the government checks up on the monarchy, making sure they don't mess up. And like that's one of the sacrifices, I guess. And this is the last card, you guys, for the English monarchy with Prince William's reign. But like, yeah, like, I don't know, I just get this like, because, you know, people be like, we don't even need the monarchy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, don't they own like a lot of land in England? So it's like, you're kind of like in their land. But besides that, you gotta remember, like, people who work in government and the military, they don't like say their allegiance to the people. They say allegiance to the crown. Isn't that crazy? Like, girl. So like, if you're gonna go against the monarchy, you're going against basically the UK government, you know? So like, I don't know. That's a pretty big establishment. But yeah, I feel like they balance themselves out, especially with like the monarchy with the government. And I feel like that's a good thing. It's kind of like, damn, I wish someone can like watch over our government. But anyways, it's a vibe. This is ABC Store gifts, gifts, I guess, from ABC Store, and it's a Hula Girl cup mug. All right, first card, you guys. This is, don't forget, we're gonna do the 7-card deck, and this is the first card. The first card is the past. All right, bitches. 3 of Cups. Okay, 3 of Cups. Let's find the cups. All right, let's see here. 3 of Cups. I like that picture of the 3 of Cups. There it is. Okay, so you're gonna see here, and I'm gonna just read it this way. But yeah, the 3 of Cups. The 3 maidens in the garden correspond to the 3 graces. Surrounded by bowers of blooms, they raise their cups in celebration. Ooh, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's facing you, the reader. Okay. So that means it's a higher end, meaning this, and then the reverse is upside down. So this is facing you, so this is pretty good. The three maidens in the garden correspond to the three graces. Surrounded by bowers of blooms, they raise their cups in celebration. It's party time. Relax and take credit for a job well done. You may be moving toward retirement. Reversed is overindulgence in pleasurable activities. Stop taking your good fortune for granted. Ooh, this is so interesting. I'm getting crazy energy. Like, because this is the past, I'm getting the vibe of like the English monarchy being like, the past is so rich and so full and so powerful. Like, they're one of the few monarchies in the world that's surviving, but also has so much relevance within the people and in the world stage. And this specifically the English monarchy, and then the people behind it are really, really good at directing the royals to establish themselves as this much importance. And I guess one of the biggest things that they had, which they didn't realize is an asset, was Princess Diana. Like, she brought the relevance back, I feel like, to the monarchy, and establishing the love of with the people, with the monarchy, with the royals and what they represent, and how they are a value to the country. I feel like that was one of the things that people forgot. Like, why were they even useful? Like, why are they like why are we paying for this and that, like taxpayers' dollars, right? But then you forget that the monarchy is an establishment where they are leaders within the political realm, and their government is an establishment of their reign being, with the military, because what I just said earlier, and what I feel like the past is representing is like, all right, you are so rich, everything is so powerful and strong, and it's party freaking time, but do not overestimate what may come next. You know what I mean? And the past is like showing you like, okay, this is what it is, but be careful, because if there's too much excess of taking advantage of the power of being a monarch and living in a government where it favors the monarchy, you need to be careful in what may and can happen. And I'm also getting vibes from like other monarchies like Russia and Germany and France, right? They fell, like the monarchy fell there, and gosh, can you imagine if Russia had their monarchy back? Like, someone would be like spanking Putin in the butt, a Romanov or something. That would be really cool to see, like Russian royals back, and like bringing back like a non-communist era in Russia would be interesting. It'd be a vibe. But yeah, this is what I'm getting at. It's like your past is rich and full, but do not overextend that, because it can crumble and fall. So like, I'm getting just these energies of that sense. Okay, so let's move on, girl. This is gonna be a journey, you know what I mean? I'm sorry that's how I speak, but this is just my camera voice. This is just this is just me. If you guys really know me, this is kind of like me. I'm just kind of like nonsense and like crazy, but I don't know, it just comes from within. All right, the second one is the present. I love my setup, you guys. This is all DIY, by the way. Like, legit. This is DIY. Oh my gosh. That was a sneeze, y'all. All right. Number two, the present. Upside down strength. Girl. Upside down strength. That's a major arcana. I've never seen this card before. You see how newbie I am? I'm like, strength? I totally forgot about that card. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. All right, so here it is. Or if it's here somewhere, it's good. It's here or here, okay? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's here. All right, strength, the present. Upside down, so the stronger thing is the reverse, okay? But don't take it all into consideration as usual. Linked to the sign of Leo. Interesting. Yeah, you see the moon in the card? The lion is a sexual animal, but his base instincts are checked by the caress of a maiden, okay? Message, use your head and not your heart. Whoa, girl. Exercise restraint. Hold your power in reserve. Courage and fortitude will bring success. Could signify healing qualities. Okay. Reverse. Indicates weakness and lack of self-control. Also symbolizes a lack of confidence or even cowardice. Girl, this is insane. Like, this is the present. This is what the cards are saying. Okay, just keep that in your head. I need to repeat this shit because this shit is real. This is too insane. Strength, upside down. Linked to the sign of Leo, the lion is a sexual animal, but his base instincts are checked by the caress of a maiden. Message, use your head and not your heart. Exercise restraint. Hold your power in reserve. Courage and fortitude will bring success. Could signify healing qualities. Reverse indicates weakness and lack of self-control. Also symbolizes a lack of confidence or even cowardice. Like, so this is the present, okay? And when I read that, the energy that I'm just getting, it's like the current monarch, meaning King Charles. You know what I mean? Like it's just giving this, like, what it's happening now is like there's this sense of like there's a weakness within his reign. It could be about him, or it could be just in general how the vibe is in England, and lack of self-control. They don't know where the country is moving, maybe because of the current political landscape with America and like the upheaval of the change of the world order, with suddenly China needs to pick up and starting to establish itself. Europe is doing the same thing with Germany, with trying to do something with Ukraine. The French trying to speak to Asia, Southeast Asia, to find ways to bridge another gap within the world order of trade and protectionism, and with the UK just there in the middle, kind of like not knowing where it is, you know, because they're not part of the European Union right now, and it's maybe showing because the current reign of King Charles has, I mean, in a sense, right now the political landscape is the monarchs do not do not like sort of have their hand with um with the government, like no controls, and that's what keeps them alive, I guess you can say. But then there's always an influence, right? Like that's why they always have a meeting every week or something. Like, I mean, that's just from the crown, girl, educated by the crown. But, so like, it's just like, there's a sense of like, there's a weakness where England is, meaning they're isolated. They don't know where their allies are because everyone's just turning to each other. Like, okay, suddenly the king is in Canada and sort of like representing that sense of power with them. But then the UK needs to find a footing because it's technically, in a way, shouldering, not just shouldering, but like representing that they are Canada's brothers, and they're letting them know, like, listen, we're here for you, we're part of you. And because of that, like, kind of like backing up in a way for the UK with Canada, and as well as all the other Commonwealths. There's just a sense of like the UK having like a weakness and not knowing where they're at in the world order, because are they just solely like them with their allies and their what's that word, Commonwealth, like, just them, Australia, all those other places and locations. But I feel like they need to, like, there's a weakness in that sense. Like something needs to happen. They need to start thinking with their heads in a world order that's currently like freaking Mount Doom and shit. You know what I mean? It's like freaking erupting. Things are just like, what the hell's going on? And the UK is in a weak spot. They need to find a way where they need to find a concrete sense of like of hold with another power to be in a level of safety, in a way. Like, think with your mind, not with your sense of independence and weakness about it. Exercise restraint, hold your power in reserve, meaning like I find it like, do not think, don't be hot-headed in specific situations, which I feel like is what's happening with Keir Starmer and King Charles. That they need to push through with that sense to not be weak. They need to exercise restraint and hold your power in reserve. Like if you do that, you will not be weak in that sense. You know what I mean? And they need to find a way to be, they need to find a way to heal mending. Like they need to mend things with other places, or with like maybe with the EU. Like they need to mend their relationship. I think maybe this is what it is. It's what's happening now, because without it, they're kind of in a weak spot. It symbolizes a lack of confidence or even cowardice. Like they're like right now they're in a sense of like they're not comfortable where they're at, and they need a sense of like healing, of reunification of past strongholds. You know what I mean? Like this is just what I'm getting at with what's happening now, the present. And because of it, they've been so luxurious in their way of living for such a long time, that right now they're in a weak spot. And I don't know whether this symbolizes in the sense of like King Charles maybe has no influence, so maybe a sense of like weakness in a way to uphold the people's view on how to be strong as a nation. Maybe, I don't know if that's the case, but Prince William. Maybe I'm getting the vibe that like he needs to step up, maybe when the crown calls to him, and it's like there's a weakness there right now, and it needs to be fixed. And in like Canada and the UK and Australia and everybody else needs to like sort of like strengthen their connection, and then their blood sense of family, because they are in a sense just connected because they all just immigrated within those lands, and with the crown, and sort of like bring everyone included with something else. I'm just getting vibes with the EU, just like a healing, mending sense of today. Like I feel like if they don't do that, they will be weak. They will lose their self-control on where they're at in life, especially with the current political landscape with trade and defense and stuff like that. Like they need to have a stronghold, and that's where they're at right now. They don't know where. So this is like, that was a trip, you guys. That was a really weird trip. It's just like, it was just coming to me, and it was just like, this is where they're at. Oh my God, I don't know where this comes from. Sorry about my feet, y'all. But yes. But yeah, I'm liking. Do you guys like my new cloud? My little cloud. Maybe it should be higher, huh? But anyways, yeah, it should be like somewhere here, maybe. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There will be like commercial breaks throughout, so expect it. All right, that was the cards two. The third card is what is helping. I'm kind of like freaking out with how vibing this is. Like this is just so intense in a way where like, we're like, the energy is just like really connected with England. At least that's where I'm getting at. I feel a sense of like strength with the cards, with what it's reading. Sorry, girls, but like my bro is insane. But yeah, it's pretty connecting. I'm connected right now with it, and I don't know. I like where we're going. I feel like. All right. So what is helping? Sweat. Okay. What is helping? Upside down Ace of Swords. Okay. Upside down Ace of Swords. Swords is over in the back. Oh, it's the last card, y'all. Okay. All right. What is helping? This is the third card. All right, that's right. You just read it here. Thank you. The sword and the wreath appear together. Order and just rule lead to abundance and prosperity. Don't forget, this is upside down. Order and just rule lead to abundance and prosperity. You are headed for success. You make an intellectual breakthrough, such as a discovery or the publication of a book. Reverse. The abuse of power can lead to discontent. Throwing up obstacles in another's path will only cause you embarrassment. Re-examine your motives. Whoa, this is insane. It's kind of like giving, where what's helping is, because it's upside down, like the reverse is stronger in that sense, the energy. I'm getting the vibe of like the abuse of power can lead to get discontent. Like there's a will right now within the leadership of the UK, and like maybe with Prince William and the British monarchy and the government. And what's giving me is like he understands when he succeeds, there is like there is no control right now with maybe like the monarchy and the connection with the government. And like it's giving me a sense of like he needs to step up once he succeeds. He needs to I mean, it's not in a way of like him taking power, but it's him in a way to represent the people, to bring back normalcy and find ways on how to bring balance back with the government and the people, because right now there's nothing happening. And the thing that I'm looking at is like what's happening now is chaos. There's no clear path on a stronghold for England, like a stronghold to keep them safe from an economic to, I don't know if whether it's ever going to be military action, but like there's no sense of leadership. There's like order and just rule lead to abundance and prosperity, and the vibe is like it's not there right now. And like I feel like maybe he's gonna know this, I mean, or maybe he does, and he's seeing what he views. I feel like with Princess Diana, from like from her past, from his past to with her, and the leadership that she showed, where she showed resilience to walk along a mining field to tell people, we need to fix this, we need to clean this, and then initiatives started happening, things that was happening with the Middle East, and she was there with the HIV crisis. She was there, and I feel like right now the monarchy is in a questionable state of where they're at, meaning a sense of value for them. And I feel like what's helping is Prince William may understand, or will understand, this realization of this discontent of people and government. And I feel like he needs to find a way to have a voice of what his mom represented, and his past, and his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, like is in a sense of way of like for him to understand this. And I feel like what's helping is that he does, or he will, and he will find a way to bring the UK, England, like in a way where in a stage of strength and prosperity and success. Because it's like he understands that that's the way to get there is to root out the issues at hand that's preventing them there. And I feel like what's helping is that he knows that. He's understanding that the abuse of power can lead to discontent. Throwing up obstacles in another's path will only cause you embarrassment. Meaning, I feel like things are happening now that's not relegated to aid England. Like the things that's happening isn't something that's in a long run really beneficial, or in a sense protection or safety for the people in that way, that like it's gonna lead there, that things aren't mending. But that's just my vibe. And I feel like he himself like will need to re-examine his, like, the motives of what he's gonna do in his succession, and where he's gonna put his energy to help the country. And I feel like he kind of is building there, and he's starting to understand what to do and how to do it, and to find bridges. Bridges, girl. Don't build a wall, build bridges. What was that? I heard that from... Wait. Build bridges. I think that was from the Pope. Another taroting reading about the Pope? I think we need to. Let's see where the energy goes. But That'll be another episode. Tell me if you guys want that. I'm gonna put it up in one of the choices to raffle the choice of what to talk about. It's gonna be in my Instagram. So follow me there and just vote on your decision. And I'm only gonna count the votes that is girl. Oh my god, I just thought of an idea. If you are gonna follow my Instagram, follow my YouTube, subscribe my YouTube, follow in TikTok and Snapchat. If you guys do that and then you write a comment or like a post in my profile and just say I wanna put my name up to be a public reader. So like we'll record it and we'll post it up on my channel as an episode for Tarot and Sexy. Yeah, if you guys do that, like you have to follow, subscribe, and post a comment and post something that just like, hey, I want to be something like that on my Instagram, bitch, and yeah, or something like just like follow me, and then I'll put your name in the raffle, and then we'll do like an every week free reading for someone, and we're gonna record it and we're gonna put it out. That's good. All right. But yeah, girl, like that was just giving me the vibes of what is helping, that he knows that he understands what the issue is now and he needs to fix that shit because it ain't good right now, girl. Number 4, obstacles to overcome, girl. Obstacles to overcome. Ooh, what is up with the upside down? Queen of Cups. This is about Prince William's succession to king, the king now, and just England in general, in connection with Princess Diana. I love you, girl. Queen of Cups, right? Yeah, Queen of Cups, upside down. All right, Queen of Cups. Girl. Ooh, I should just I don't know if you guys want to read this, but like, our cups are connected to emotions, relationships, friendships, and romance. They are also associated with the element of water and water signs of the zodiac: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. People represented by this suit usually have blonde or light brown hair and blue or green eyes. The suit can also refer to people with an artistic temperament. Okay, is that Prince William? Queen of Cups, upside down, bitch, right here. All right. The queen drinks deeply from the cup of life. All right, that's number 4, and this is obstacles to overcome. The queen drinks deeply from the cup of life. Her emotions and sexuality are intense. Girl. She relies on intuition before intellect. Reversed. Be wary of a self-indulgent or wayward morality. Wow. I'm like getting a sense of like that's something that he needs to go through, where he is fighting with, like, within himself, Prince William, a sense of like, girl, a sense of like within himself that he needs to push and destroy and break. I feel like this is like he needs to be wary of himself, of being self-indulgent or a wayward morality. Like I feel like because it's upside down, it's just giving me that energy of like he's fighting that within himself. Girl, this is so freaking creepy that like I don't know if it's real or true, or like I'm like fucking linked with Mr. Prince guy. I'm like, girl, I can be a princess. Let me marry your brother. What the hell? I mean, no, he's married already, bitch. But like, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm getting this vibe of like Prince William being like that's something that he needs to destroy. And I feel like there's also a connection with that with King Charles. I get this vibe of like maybe that's passed along from him to him, like from son from father to son. Like I get this vibe of like that's kind of like what destroys their sense of like of being a perfect monarch, maybe. Like there's something within them that wants to be self-indulgent and absorb and take all that, but then they're fighting this sense of that. And when they do turn that around, right now what I'm getting at is like they are currently all like when they do that, they're gonna understand the choices that should be made, where it makes a more grounding sense instead of like the struggle of like being right, or the struggle of being like fighting for your own self, whereas fighting for the people. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just getting this vibe of like him understanding that within himself, and that he needs to understand it, absolve it, and become better. And from there, when he does do that, when he thinks with his brain, you know, with the side of heart, like his mom, like he will understand the way to fully become a powerful monarch in the world order, like in the sense of government, in a way of like them just like finding ways to make sure that they know what they're doing, and that they won't be swayed by this like self-indulgent wayward morality concept of like of destruction within yourself because you can. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's this sense of like of having to constantly fight this sense of like wanting to be outrageous, or to take things without meaning. You know what I mean? Like I'm just getting this sense of energy of like that's something that they need to fight with, like an obstacle that they need to get over. And when they do that, they will be thinking with their brains and thinking about the people, and then they're thinking about a way for the country to be prosperous. And that's where they're fighting with, because they're always constantly having to maybe always having to be perfect, and always having to like be reserved in that sense. And they need to find a way to be able to do that, but also have an individuality, of a sense of control, smarts, and like representation of good that they know they need to push, because it is what's gonna benefit not just for themselves but for their peoples, you know. And so like people that's represented by the crown, that's what's gonna happen with them, and like how they're gonna be structured within the world order of leadership, you know. Girl, I don't know, girl. I mean, it's just like, it's so hilarious. I think some people would probably be like, this bitch don't know what she's talking about. But I don't know. It's just giving me a sense of like where it's going, and how I'm interpreting it with that kind of like energy from a subject like reasoning, you know. And I just like look at it in a way where like, you know what, this is maybe what it's vibing. And it doesn't feel, for me, it doesn't feel generic. You know what I mean? It feels like I can see that, I can understand that, and that's how I'm trying to, like, how I'm talking with it, because this is what I'm getting from what the cards say to what the subject is in relation to like where it's set up in with what the cards represent. And I'm just getting this like energy flow of that. And whew, I love coffee. Coffee sponsors, email. Okay, so that's the obstacle to overcome, and that was like a trip vibe all in one. I don't know. I'm just like, the journey is getting deep. That's all I'm getting at. It's like really getting deep. It's getting into the psyche, and this is what I'm saying. Like it gets into the freaking psyche, and it's kind of like, it's kind of giving creepy vibes, but it's interesting. It's just an interesting conversation to talk about because this is, as what I freaking been saying the whole time, is this is entertainment, and we should just view it as that, and it's just an interesting conversation to have because of what the cards say. Girl, this is a centuries old situation. Like, I mean, it's fun and easy to do. Okay. So, attitudes of others. 5. Girl. 10 of Pentacles. Facing you, the reader. All right, 10 of Pentacles. Let's see your vibe. What are you reading me? The Pentacles. Do you guys want me to read you guys what the Pentacles is about? Okay. The suits of Pentacles. They're mostly diamonds. The pentacle is a type of medieval coin depicted with a 5-pointed star or pentagram. The pentacles concern our physical selves, all things connected with the element of earth, property, work, finances, practical matters. They are associated with the earth signs of the zodiac: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The physical characteristics of pentacles and people represented by this suit includes dark hair and eyes, dark or olive complexions, and a sturdy build. She built like that, girl. But yeah, so that was it again? 5? This is attitudes of others. 10 of Pentacles, facing you, the reader. And I don't know, I'm kind of scared. What I'm scared. I'm scared what's gonna happen. Guys. Sorry, I'm getting there. Okay, there it is. And it's facing you. So this is the attitudes of others, and it's mostly stronger within the not reversed. All right, attitudes of others. 10 of Pentacles. An old man surrounded by family and possessions contentedly strokes a dog. Okay. Life is full. Wealth will be passed down through the generations. The family is safe and secure. Reversed. Loss of inheritance or position through dissipation or gambling. Don't take risks now. The odds are against you. Wow. I'm getting, for me at least, like the attitudes of others, I'm getting a sense of like people view the monarchy as the family, right, of England and shit. But like they view it in a way where it's like they have this insane amount of power and influence, and that's the perception. And I feel like maybe the family has that, but as I was saying in the past cards, it's like they're straying away from the indulgence of it, that they need to understand where they're at now. And right now, the attitude of others is like the perception that the family is too powerful. It's too, the wealth passing down through the generations. The family is safe and secure, and that's what the vibe is with the people. And the thing is that they need to be I feel like if the family continues to, or begins, I don't know if maybe it will begin, but like the loss of understanding where the world is, and the the letting loose of self-indulgence, but keeping that shit in check, is that they will lose that, the sense of like the people will start neglecting the idea of them and their position, because of their dissipation of care of what what the UK is, what the people is, and what they represent. Because right now they see it as like there is this sense of relevance and value to them now. And that if the monarchs start to push to that narrative from the previous cards of like, not thinking with their head but their heart, and then like exploding and such, and like their indulgence within their struggle of, not like their struggle of balance of where power and reservation meet. And I feel like that's where maybe Prince William is. And the concept is like, if he doesn't get that checked, and to get that check in balance, where it's kind of topsy-turvy right now, the people still see them as that relevant and value member of the English society as a community, that if they push in through this level of the opposite of that, not knowing where their balance is, they will lose track of the people's perception of them, of why they should be inheriting England, why they should be getting into the sense of like relevance for their power to be upheld by the people's love. They need to get that back to a sense of like, we do need them. They are making a sacrifice for themselves, for the people that they're trying to help. Because, the royal crown is the beginning-ish of England, right? In a sense of the Middle Ages and all throughout history. There's a sense of like tradition in that way. And that's kind of like, I feel, the power of a true English citizen. A true English citizen understands the strength of tradition, the strength of a leader that can mold and mend relationships with other giant powers of countries nearby, and finding a way to bridge a gap, to hold themselves in reserve of public outlash of subjects that shouldn't be a sense of what the people should have, but they are concerned more in the sense as a whole, and to keep that in check, and to keep that balance of power but reservation as well, to give the people a sense of like, I'm here to be there for you, to represent you, and for the soldiers and the army and the military to be a stronghold as well, with the defense of it all. Like, the people see that we're still kind of okay, but we're kind of bridging this lack of disarray of the current world order of government and politics. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's like building this bridge and these gaps, where from the past to the present, to like attitudes of others and what's helping, and ways of like how it's connecting to each other. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so, like whenever I'm reading, it's like words are coming out in a way where the energy is coming through with my my explanation on the energy that I'm getting. And the thing with that is like it's pushing me in a way where like I see words and subjects framed. You know what I mean? So like so when I see that, that's what I'm getting, and this is what I'm just understanding from the people of England and like their views on the monarchy and of Prince William. I feel like they see him as someone can that can continue the strength of that, to continue the strength of mending gaps. And the thing is the reverse of it is loss of inheritance or position through disputation or gambling. Don't take risks now. The odds are against you. Don't be such a individualistic person, but be a representation of your establishment and of the people, and kind of like giving I'm getting a lot of Queen Elizabeth vibes, you know, being there for the people, sacrifice. And I think that's where he is in life, that if he doesn't do that, this is the result. Girl, this is like vibing with people, like in general. Man, that's intense. And that's just like energy from like souls or energy, you know, just energy of energy or something like that. But it's just like giving, that's what I'm saying. It's just like giving me a sense of like of a perception of people and where they're at, and like where the monarchy is and such. This is so giving. Oh my goodness, I'm getting exhausted, but then I have to shoot another one, which is After Dark. Don't forget Taroting Sexy with Valentina, After Dark, exclusively on Patreon. It gets spicy, girl. The upcoming episode is intense. But anyway, let's move on. What the questioner should do. Okay, we're nearly there. The journey's nearly finished, and we are heavy deep from the monarchs to suddenly the public and the people. Ay, this is intense. All right. What the questioner should do, what you should do, girl. The Hermit. This is a major arcana. Okay, it's facing you. What the questioner should do. Okay, the Hermit, I think I've done that. Oh, there it is. Girl. Okay, it's right here. The Hermit. Associated with the sign of Virgo, the natural healer of the zodiac. Okay. An old man leaning on a staff holds up a shining lantern. He shows the way of wisdom. He shows the way to wisdom and enlightenment. This strong healing card suggests looking inward, seeking the inner path, an opportunity for self-knowledge. Girl, we are just like, oh my god. Okay, the reversed can represent loneliness and depression. Impetuosity, oh my god, impetuosity. I don't know, what's that word? Beware of hasty decisions. This is insanely giving. Like, this is what the questioner should do. This is what Prince William should do. Is he needs to look within himself and look for that path, that inner path. Maybe like something, like maybe he had a conversation. I'm getting a lot of Princess.Diana vibes right now. Like maybe he and his mom had a conversation on how he would be like as king. And I'm just getting this energy of like her telling him, trust yourself, know yourself within your heart and in your head, how you should find a balance of that and bring like a rule within England, a sense of good. Because when that happens, you know, he's gonna be holding that staff and shining that lantern to the people of his people. And I get a lot of vibes like while he's holding that, it's like Princess Diana is like there next to him. I'm just like, I'm just seeing that, and she's like, it's kind of like, it's like she's helping him, give him wisdom. You know what I mean? It's like and in a way, it's an enlightenment that if he does trust himself within his heart, if he trusts the soul of her, as well as like the understanding in his head what to do and what not to do, he will lead like England in a way to build bridges and mend relationships, or bring maybe mending within the people. But he's that person that may give this like an opportunity and understanding of like self-knowledge, meaning he knows what the path is to have this great ruling, governing as a monarch. And I feel like maybe like he's getting a lot of that inward enlightenment from Princess Diana. I'm getting just like this sense of energy. I mean, it can be all total like trash bullshit, bitch. But like, I don't know. This is just my this is what it's giving to me. And I'm just getting this sense of like, he knows that what he should do is look within himself. Remember the conversations and like the talks with his mom, and like what their conversations were with the people, and the how he sees his reign to be like a sense of unification, a sense of togetherness. This is just like my vibe of where I'm getting at. And I feel like when he does do that, when he trusts in himself, the path within is clear. It's so clear. It's like you're gonna see the light showing you this is where you need to go, and he knows that. And I feel like that's like, you know, because if you look at the photo, it kind of looks like maybe a man that's like kind of passed. So I'm getting a vibe of like also like Princess Diana showing him where the light is and where to go, what path to take, because you've been there and you know it in your heart and your head. This is the right way. Because if you don't, when you don't follow that, it goes back into the reverse. I feel like where the country will feel alone, you know, can represent loneliness. Suddenly they're isolated. There's no connection to friends, you know what I mean? Like kind of maybe like the vibe of Europe. Like they need to have that connection again. And like, and if they don't, it's like a sense of loneliness, a sense of like isolation, a sense of like a depression, and like a way of like, if you don't do this, you know, the choices that was made was done through hasty decisions. The things of like things that happened back then wasn't in line to England and the UK and what they represent, and like the things that was done hastily. You know, it was like, beware of that. And if you don't, if he doesn't try to push this sense of like leadership and understanding of where he can't do good, if he follows this path, which his mom, I feel like, is just there for him, the things that they've talked about, that he will have a very clear understanding of what he needs to do. And when he does do it, it's gonna succeed. There's a sense of enlightenment, and then there's a strong healing, you know, looking within yourself, seeking that inner path, an opportunity for self-indulgence. And it's just like air, and it's like this sense of like, you know, like air and healing, and this vibe of like of correction. You know what I mean? It's just this. It's just like that's what I'm just getting at, in the sense of where he needs to go, and what he needs to do. Um, Damn, girl, this is such a vibe. This is such a journey. This is like, I'm not even lying to you. This is energy taken from my soul. Like, this is like me trying to really dig deep and find, like, say what's there in my vicinity. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's just so interesting to me. I find it very, just that word, just like interesting, like something that's like you're getting a vibe out of and you're just running with it because it just feels honest. Because it feels so genuine to me when I'm like talking from what this is saying to what this is saying to what this is saying to like this is saying. Like everything is just molding where it's supposed to go, and it's so corrected. It's such a line of events that like is within one thing, a subject, of a vibe, a feeling. And it's just like going through, and I just see it where like if he chooses to do this, this is what will happen. And that if he trusts the wisdom that he's been given and the path that's being shown, it is very clear what he needs to do. And what the questioner should do. What I feel like is saying is like, to do this is what you will get from that, and this is what will happen. And this is insane. It's just crazy. You guys, we're at the outcome. This is the last card of today's video of the British monarchy, of Prince William, Princess Diana, King Charles. Had some Canada in there. So, what is the outcome? I'm scared, girl. I'm scared. It's just giving you this sense of vibe. But you know what? Number 7, the outcome. Girl. Oops. This is number 6. Number 7. I love my DIY. This is a pin, by the way. I just, to make sure, like to ensure the sticker doesn't fall, stuck a pin right in there. The Tower. Girl, the Tower. And once you say the Tower and you mix that with England, it's like, that ain't good. The Tower, what is it? The Tower of London or something? Where they kept like prisoners. The outcome, girl. I'm kind of scared of what it says, in a sense of like, but it is facing the reader. You. There it is. Girl. 14. Roman numerals. No, that's 16. Oops. All right, the Tower is here. If you guys already read, apologies. The outcome. Ruled by Mars, the Roman god of war. Lightning strikes the tower and its golden crown crashes earthward. Outmoded structures are smashed cleanly, leaving the way open to complete change. The Tower is a card of radical transformation. A partnership may suddenly dissolve. Check the structure of your home. Girl, reversed. Trapped by old habits? It may be time to dig out of your rut. Girl. That is insane to be the outcome of England and the British monarchy and like the people. Oh my God, let's read that shit again, girl. This is the outcome for that, and it's the Tower. Ruled by Mars, the Roman god of war. Lightning strikes the tower and its golden crown crashes earthward. Outmoded structures are smashed cleanly, leaving the way open to complete change. The tower is a card of radical transformation. A partnership may suddenly dissolve. Check the structure of your home. Reversed, trapped by old habits, it may be time to dig out of your rut. This is crazy, bitch. Oops, sorry, girl. Wow. So, like, basically, for me, the vibe that I'm getting is like the energy of everything that's accumulated is where that's heading. And if the if what the questioner doesn't do what they should do, this is the result. This is the outcome. This is what will happen when suddenly things aren't taken care of. Girl, 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 this is so insane. Like if they don't push the sense of balance, of rule, and their influence as a monarchy, the attitudes of others will overthrow it. If they don't, if Prince William does not find a balance to bring their country together as a leader and partner with other leaders and a way for the people to that represents them, if he doesn't do that, you guys, the palace will fall. Like, that is such a freaking vibe. I did not see this at the end of it, at the beginning of this. I did not see the ending of that. Like, I was seeing, like, peace, love, and it's gonna be a great ride, you know, with Prince William. But it's just vibing to me that he has a tough road. Like, he has to find a way to navigate the current world order and the society norms of today, with social media and everything that's like badgering on him, like Trump and all that crap and everything that's just, things are so much in disarray that like he needs to find a balance within himself where his mom has guided him to find his inner self, to rule in a way where he's there for the people and for his house, for the monarchy, to find that value and that sense of leadership. It's just giving me this vibe. And if he doesn't do that, I'm just getting the tower sense of everything will start to crumble and fall. And the British monarchy will be not valued. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't show that, it's the result of that is this. That is insane to see and to look at, because I did not see that happening. Oh my gosh, these cards, they're gonna give me a freaking heart attack or something. Like, this is just giving. You see how honest this is? This is just like, this is just talking about, like, maybe this is just entertainment, but then it goes freaking deep. This thing goes so deep in the thinking of what may or may not happen, because, you know, it's so ambiguous. The cards are just ambiguous. You take it how you take it, right? But when it's reading some way where it's so connected and the vibe is like, oh my God, that's legit. Like, it's just intense. It's just worldly connection with each other that suddenly, like, oh my God, this is connected, and we're finding a way to, like, to bring this all together. Girl, he has a long road ahead. That is just what I'm saying, girl. Like he needs to like find a way to like navigate all of that, find that path, and get there. And the only way to get there is from someone that has talked to you and guided you in your life. And I feel like that's kind of like Princess Diana, because it's giving this energy that she's there. And maybe that can also be, I don't know, just I see this big looming figure over the UK. That's what I just see. And I see it as being bright and light. And I feel like that's giving her, it's like her being represented through him, and she's watching everyone. And I feel like the people in England, you have that warrior in front of you. I'm kind of getting teary-eyed. It's kind of creepy. Because, like, I mean, I kind of grew up with, like, the idea of who Princess Diana is. And I was still alive before she died, like, 97. I think I was, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6, maybe, like, 7 or 8, something like that. So, like, I had this, I know the concept of it. I remember an event that was traumatic to so many people in the islands, and this is from someone that's like halfway across the world in England, and I saw the impact of how it broke people, literally people. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the outcome. This is the realization that England needs to get a hold of, like they are in a situation where like what are we gonna do? And I feel like Prince William understands it, and I feel like he knows the path that's presented in front of him, and he sees that through his mom and knowing what to do and like how to think and understand from where they were in the past to what it is now, to what people view the attitudes of others to them, and where it may lead if they don't do this, and what is helping them in a sense to navigate through all of this disarray of world events that, like, in a way, he knows what to do to ensure that him and his family, his crown, the people that he represents, the government that is with him, that if they choose this path, they will not have this kind of destruction within the country. There's going to be like a unification sense of it, like a sense of like proud of being English and being proud of having a monarch. And I feel like Prince William is there, and he's knowing what to do, and he understands that he needs to find a way to bring people together, and then the path is there presented to him. Bam, bitch! That is freaking crazy, girl. That is intense. This is the cards of England and the UK and the monarchy and Prince William and King Charles and all that stuff that we just went through. This is the vibe of giving. Literally, ooh, girl. Is that like a t-shirt idea? I'm gonna put that as green because that's like could be a moneymaker. The vibe giving t-shirt idea. I'm thinking about doing a merch, so like tell me if you guys want that. I'm putting all of my like logo and slogans in there. But yeah, this is just like, this is a fun play on like how we can perceive a subject through the cards, through energy, through vibes, and whether it's honest or real, or like maybe we're stuck and we don't know what this means or how it connects to this and that. It's just another interpretation of something that interests us. Because bitches, you guys are the one that texted, or you know what I mean, like clicked on this and like interested in this conversation, and maybe it connects you to you in some way. And it's just giving. This was a roller coaster ride. Like I hope to see you one day, Princess Diana. Hopefully I'm like I can give that sense of energy to help people in a way for me to people. So like, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, and comment in all my socials. Just say like, hey, I want to be read, and I'll put your name into the raffle. We'll end this maybe by like, I don't know, the second week of June, something like that. Like it'll end, and then we'll find somebody to like have like a normal Zoom call. So anywhere in the world, whoever's watching, you guys just follow my social media down below, make a comment, and just say like you want to be read by me for Tearing Sexy with Valentina featuring you. And we're gonna look into your soul, girl, through the cards. It's just gonna be a vibe, and we're gonna see if it sort of co-aligns with your world and your dreams. So thank you guys for watching. This has been a journey. It's been practically an hour and a half, at least in my recording. Um, it's been a minute on like getting where we're at, and I thank you guys all so much for watching. And subscribe below. Don't forget, you also get to see the upcoming episode of the Tearing Sexy with Valentina in Patreon, so you get a week's ahead. Don't forget, if you are also a subscriber, you will get exclusive content like Tearing Sexy with Valentina After Dark, meaning it gets spicier. And it's only on Patreon, so just be there or be square. And thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment down below here in my channel. And I'll see you guys soon. Also hit that notification button because, girls, sometimes something might be happening and I might just be posting it. Don't be surprised, you'll get it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you. Mwah.